I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So I'm gonna speak about the new Netflix special, Receiver, Dog Receiver, starring none other than Justin Jefferson, Minnesota Vikings' very own Jettas. You hear me? But not only Jettas, George Kittle, no skittle, Debo Samuels, Devontae Adams, and Justin Jefferson. You hear me? Oh, one more, Marseille Brown, heavy from the Lions, dog. Debo, Kittle, 49ers. Devontae Adams, Raiders. Why did he pick the Raiders? You hear me? We'll get into that later, though. But first off, I'm going to speak on episodes 1 and 2. I've had time to watch episodes 1 and 2. Episode 1, it was no Jettas. Not only that, it was no Devontae Adams. They didn't star them or show them, until episode 2, right? So it is what it is. But as far as episode 1, learning about George Kittle, no skittle. Learning about Debo Samuel, you hear me? Amon St. Brown. 3 great athletes, 3 great players, dog. Some of the best at their position. You got Debo, X Factor, weapon all around weapon, can do it all. Damn near a running back, running like a receiver, you hear me? Running routes quickly and swiftly. So he's a major weapon, dog, powerful guy. Just seeing more of him, family man as well. But him on the field, dog, so much power, so much explosiveness and speed, you hear me? One of the top receivers in the NFL, dog, period. No hands down. Then you got George Kittle, man. George Kittle, solid tight end, arguably the best tight end in that game. Definitely top 3. You know what I'm saying? Physical tight end. He can block. He's not scared to block. Never been soft. Never soft. Always playing hard ball. He goes across the middle. He can stretch the field. You hear me? He can pretty much do it all, dog. Heavy. Heavy, man. You got Amar St. Brown. His work ethic, dog. His journey. All these guys have put in the hard work. But he grew up in a very disciplined home. His father was very disciplined, right? His dad was a IFBB pro, weightlifting champion, bodybuilder, etc. So the work ethic was there, huh? Lifting the weights, getting strong. So he was into that early. Yeah, his dad inserted him into that lifestyle early, dog. He didn't waste no time. You hear me? Put him in there. So he come from a solid foundation, dog, especially when we're talking about work effort, maximum effort, dog. You hear me? No cap. But all 3 of those guys, man, just seeing them play, man, some of their games, getting to know them more, make sure, just appreciate not only Jettas, but those other guys as well. Now, we know what's up when it's on the field after the game, respect, but you come to school territory, off with your head top, make your head drop. You hear me? Big school here. Off with your head top, make your head drop. You hear me? Period, point blank, period, huh? But always respect, man, to the athletes on the field, huh? So yeah, episode 1 just broke them down, showed them with their families, their loved ones, their girlfriends, their wives, etc., etc. you know, George Kittle is a character. Debo Samuel kind of laid back, quiet, but he's confident on that field, dog. Amar St. Brown, kind of quiet, but leads by example. He get a little feisty on that field. He get a little gritty on that field as well. You hear me? But all solid athletes, dog. Can't take nothing away from him, right? Period. Shout out respect. Now we go to episode 2. This is when Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson are introduced. Let's talk about Devontae Adams first. Once again, he's a Raider. I think he's going on year 10, year 11 in the league. So shout out to him. Appreciate his longevity, right? Doing it at a high level for 10 plus years. That's not easy to do in the NFL year. But even him and the Raiders, the whole Las Vegas atmosphere was a new atmosphere for him, dog. They showed clips of him having a birthday party for his daughter. The neighbors were shocked that they never met him. Of course, huh? He probably looks different. Black guy, locks, etc. So I guess some people were appalled, didn't expect it, but expect the unexpected, expected, huh? Yeah, man. You know the story. The neighbors come around. Even some of the women look like they was blushing. I'm just being real, man. Hey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at Netflix, dog. You hear me? Heavy, dog. But definitely a family man. Looking for that last big contract if he already hasn't gotten it with the Raiders. But just from last season, you can tell he wasn't happy with the Raiders. Up and down season, they perform. I'm just going to say it flat out: badly, horribly, dog, atrocious. You hear me? And Devontae Adams, he's kind of he gives you kind of that diva thing too, like reminds you of Diggs a little bit as far as the diva, how he speaks to the media about certain things. Sometimes damn near crying, you hear me? But you can't take away his talent from him, dog. And I know competitive spirit, he just wants to win. But why would he go to the Raiders if he wanted to win so bad? You hear me? Because it's looking like the Packers right now, the Swiss cheese head Green Bay Packers, looking like the place to be. No cap. No cap, can't deny. Two of the best teams in the NFC period in general. I ain't just gonna say the North. I ain't just gonna say the North. You hear me? Yeah. One of the top teams in the NFC. I say top five. You hear me? No disrespect to who get left out, but it is what it is, man. You got to give props to the Packers. Young team, young squad. Still raw with it, man. A lot of people said the Packers were expected to maybe have a down season last season, dog. Questions about Jordan Love, etc. But at the end of the day, a lot of questions still to be answered about Jordan Love, about the Packers. Every NFL season is different, dog. Heavy, so you never know. But Devontae Adams seemed like a cool guy. He has true heart determination. They showed the game, I think it was against the Chargers, his shoulder injury. He took the shot, took the medicine, came back in the game, fought for his team. Can't doubt his competitive spirit. You hear me? Respect to that. Even though if he puts himself in danger for the team, you wonder, does the team respect that, dog? Heavy. It was a clip of him and Josh Jacobs on the sidelines. Josh Jacobs saying, damn, dog, you coming back in the game? You hear me? You a beast for that. Respect that, dog. You know what I'm saying? He put himself on the line pretty much. And we all know how iffy taking them shots can be. All them people, what they do to the players, them cortisone shots, whatever shot he took started with an L. Got to be careful, though, man. What does it do to your body? You hear me? But at the end of the day, you got to respect it. Him doing what he had to do to come back in the game. So is he a diva? Is he a crybaby? He might be a little both, but he's tough as well. Heavy, dog. No disrespect. And then we got Jettas, man. Justin Jefferson, a.k.a. Jettas, man. The biggest thing you learn from episode 2, when they finally introduced Jettas, that, first of all, Gemini, true Gemini. Shout out Jettas. Gemini's in the building. You hear me? Heavy. Gemini's in the building, dog. And no, every Gemini is not the same. So let's not say that and be lame. But yeah, Jetta's true Gemini, man. His birthday, June 16th. Same as another great Tupac. You hear me? Gemini's in the building, man. Let's get it heavy, man. Big skull here, yeah. But yeah, two sides of him, man. Two personalities off the field, on the field, man. But it's good to see him in a different light, dog. See more of his personality. Like I say, he seems laid back, cool, collected, very collected, just chilling. Cool, just chill dude. Now, if he down to earth or not, who knows? We don't know him, but he so seemed like a cool, chill dude. Humble dude, confident as well, though. Loves his family, respects his family, etc. Dog, puts the work in, all that. You hear me? Then he said it on the field. He turns into a different animal. That's when Jettas comes out, though. It's all about competition. It's all about being the best. It's all about being swagger, cocky, sometimes arrogant. Who cares, dog? Part of the game, heavy. Be overconfident. You should be overconfident, not just in football, though, in life in general, right? You hear me? Who says you don't have the right to be overconfident? You hear me? Period. Heavy, dog. But yeah, Jettas comes on the field. It's a whole different animal, man. It's time to strap the cleats up and get to business. He wants to be the best. He wants to win. You hear me? Period, huh? It seems like he's just a simple dude. You hear me? Just cool with it. Try to definitely never have gotten the diva treatment from him, right? The diva personality like Diggs, etc. Nah, dog. He never gave you that vibe, correct? Heavy, man. I'm sure he wants his money. He like he said in the film, he likes jewelry. Matter of fact, he loves jewelry. You hear me? But that's him, part of him, dog. guess he like to be flashy at times, to each his own. But at the end of the day, I'm glad you get to see a different personality, dog. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how entertaining it is. Does it remain interesting, dog? It's just like I say, episode 2. But if you haven't checked it out, if you do have time, go check it out. Solid show so far, dog. Not mad at it, man. Heavy, man. And that's what it is. But shout out Jettas, man. Just showing a different side of himself, man. Period. Respect him as a player. Best receiver in the league. Skol Vikes forever. And stay tuned. Stay tuned, dog. I'll be back with more. Period. Bottom line, man. Big Skol head. Skol Vikes forever, dog. Shout out all my big dogs, my subscribers, my supporters. You are much appreciated. Don't forget it. You hear me? Make sure you check out my live coming up. Yeah, rock and roll with me, man. Rock and roll with me, dog. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell. Skol Vikes forever, dog. Win, lose, or draw. Heavy. Yeah.